Hundreds of Pakistani students have been stuck for weeks in the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak, which is Wuhan city in China. Pakistan has refused to evacuate them, but considers it enough to have only 2 embassy officials attempt to calm down over 1,000 panic-stricken students stranded across campuses in the epicenter of the deadly COVID-19 virus. Parents have been pleading the Pakistani government to have children flown back home. Yesterday, the government's attempts to placate angry parents of students stuck in Wuhan also turned into an embarrassing affair as parents cornered the health minister over the government's inaction. But the Ministry of External Affairs of Pakistan has refused to even mull the idea of an evacuation and instead deems appropriate to deploy just 2 officials to merely offer lip service to the concerns of stranded Pakistanis in Wuhan.
As you are also aware, a special task force comprising 2 officers of our mission in Beijing have been deployed to Wuhan city for the purpose of evaluating the situation, the welfare, safety of all students in Wuhan, our students. They have visited 7 universities so far and individually met every student in each of those 7 universities.
Is Pakistan refusing an evacuation so as not to embarrass its powerful ally China? Is the country's close relationship and dependence on China greater than the welfare of thousands of its youth? Now, the protests in Pakistan have not erupted overnight. The students stuck in Wuhan and in other parts of China have appealed to the Imran Khan government day in and day out. And we bring to you all those students who want nothing but to return home.
जैसा कि आप सबको पता है कि चाइना में कोरोना वायरस क्रिटिकल कंडीशन इख्तियार कर चुका है, जिससे पाकिस्तानी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स अफेक्ट हो रहे हैं। अभी हमें रिपोर्ट मिली है कि वुहान में 4 से 6 बंदे पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट जो कि अफेक्ट हो चुके हैं। हमने पाकिस्तान एम्बेसी से भी राब्ता करने की कोशिश की, उनसे कांटेक्ट की, लेकिन उन्होंने हमें सिर्फ इतना कहा है कि आप लोग जो भी ऑर्डर्स चाइनीज गवर्नमेंट दे रही है उसको ओबे करें। तो एज चाइनीज गवर्नमेंट वो सिर्फ हमें मास्क और थर्मामीटर दे के हमें बिठाया जा रहा है कि आप लोग इस पे फिलहाल गुजारा करें।
हमारे साथ यहाँ पर काफी सारे पाकिस्तानी मौजूद हैं। एटलीस्ट 300 से ज्यादा पाकिस्तानी हम लोगों के साथ यहाँ मौजूद हैं। हमारी सारिम बर्नी ट्रस्ट के बिहाफ पर पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट से ये अपील है कि प्लीज हमें जल्द से जल्द यहाँ से रेस्क्यू किया जाए, क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ पर मेंटली टॉर्चर हो रहे हैं। ज्यादा हम यहाँ पर वेट नहीं कर सकते।
हम सारे स्टूडेंट्स की गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान से सिर्फ ये अपील है कि जितना जल्दी हो सके हमें यहाँ से रेस्क्यू किया जाए और हमें यहाँ से निकाला जाए, क्योंकि वायरस जिस तेजी से बढ़ रहा है, जिस तेजी से हम लोगों को अपनी लपेट में ले रहा है, हम लोगों को इस बात का खदशा है कि कहीं हम भी इसका शिकार न हो जाए।
यहाँ के हालात मीडिया पे जितने दिखाए जा रहे हैं उससे बहुत ज्यादा खराब हैं। मुझे समझ नहीं आता पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट किस चीज का वेट कर रही है। अभी 4 स्टूडेंट्स इन्फेक्ट हुए हैं, जब कोई मर जाएगा तो फिर आकर हमें वो यहाँ से ले जाएंगे।
इस वक्त हमारी डोम यानी हॉस्टल के एक हिस्से को कोरोना वायरस के मरीजों के लिए मुख्तस कर दिया गया। हम यहाँ किसी हद तक महफूज थे, अब तो ये भी मुयस्सर नहीं। इस सूरत हाल में पाकिस्तानी अवाम और पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट पर सख्त अफसोस है कि हमें 14 दिन तक आइसोलेशन के नाम पर मौत के मुंह में धकेला जा रहा है। गरीब से गरीब तर अवाम अपने बच्चों को ले जा चुकी है, यहाँ खुराक की मजीद कमी का शिकार है। हमारे पास ना तो अदवाइयात है और ना ही मास्क। हम मर रहे हैं, हम मर जाएंगे। हमारा खून पाकिस्तान की गवर्नमेंट और पाकिस्तानी कौम के हाथों होगा। हम याद रखिएगा, हमारी डेड बॉडीज भी आपको नहीं मिलेंगी।
And now we have our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik joining us live from Islamabad with the latest. Anas, talk to us. What exactly is the Pakistani government saying at this point in time? Clearly these voices, these cries for help have been going on for so long. And the response in the form of those 2 officials trying to calm down those extremely anxious parents, crying parents, certainly does not paint a good picture.
Absolutely, Krishna. For now, the Pakistani government is emphasizing on the one thing, and that is relying on its all-weather ally China and the policies that they have been opting for with regards to the treatment of those patients of the novel coronavirus who have been hit. They've also been heavily dependent on the measures that have been taken to quarantine those by the Chinese officials, and the same have been implemented by the Pakistani authorities, primarily because the Pakistani side claims that they do not have that big of an infrastructure to handle the inflow of those coming in from China and to quarantine those. Now, yesterday we saw the Pakistani health minister, the advisor on the Pakistani Prime Minister on health, who is equivalent to that of a federal health minister, Dr. Zafar Mirza. He's saying that Pakistan has designated 18 facilities to quarantine for quarantine purposes. But the influx of students are much bigger because there haven't been a specific number on how much people can those or students can those 18 facilities handle precisely. Now, if you talk about the measures that Pakistani government has been taking, there are absolutely no measures. Since the 2nd of February, Pakistan has restored its flight operations on the 3rd of February to be precise, and since then Pakistan has checked and screened over 400,000 patients, 400,000 passengers who've been coming into Pakistan from other parts of the world. This is what the Minister for Health had maintained yesterday. We saw some angry parents as well protesting because there was a briefing that was held by the Ministry of Overseas Pakistanis, the OPF, at the OPF auditorium yesterday, and we saw parents protesting to the point that the advisor on overseas Pakistanis, Zulfikar Bukhari, and the Pakistani health minister Zafar Mirza had to take refuge behind a chair, and police had to be called in to safely escort them out of there. Now, the demand has been very simple: to evacuate the Pakistani nationals from Wuhan, but Pakistan refuses to do so. They say that they have sent 2 of its officers who would remain in Wuhan until this quarantine ends, and Pakistani side maintains that they are doing utmost with the embassy, with the Chinese officials to facilitate the Pakistani nationals over there. In addition, the Chinese ambassador to Pakistan, Mr. Yao Jing, day before yesterday when WION spoke to him as well, he maintained that the Chinese embassy, that the Chinese government is looking after Pakistani patients as one of their own. So for now, there is a wait and watch policy. Right. The Pakistani cabinet is to be briefed in a while from now on the measures that have been taken and on the conditions of the Pakistani students in Wuhan. There's a federal cabinet meeting that is currently underway. As we speak, it's a namaz break during that federal cabinet meeting. So we're expecting some news to emerge out of that federal cabinet meeting as well. Yes, Krishna.
Anas Malik, our Pakistan Bureau Chief, joining us with that live update straight from Islamabad. Thank you, Anas, for being with us here on WION Dispatch.